All right, fantastic, guys. So tonight, of course, we are covering how to place pending orders to maximize your profits. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So I know this is a little bit elementary, but I want to make sure that for all the new people or for some who may not utilize pending orders, I want to make sure that you get a very clear understanding so that this is a building block in your foundation so you can continue to grow, grow, and grow in your Forex, binary options, or your cryptocurrency trading, okay? So what is a pending order? A pending order is merely a request made by a trader or a broker to say at which price level a position should be opened or closed, okay? So the example I like to use in regards to that so that you understand what a pending order is kind of like ordering food. So when you go into a restaurant, there's two ways you can go ahead and get food. You can go ahead and go in, sit down, and get an immediate order. You can say, hey, I want the, filet mignon. I want the loaded baked potato. I want the broccoli on the side. I want my glass of wine. And they're going to execute that transaction right then and there. Okay. Or, because of the pandemic, of course, that we're in currently at this time, you could call in to your restaurant and you can put in a pending order for later. Okay. And so basically you're putting it in now, but it's not going to execute until later in the future. All right. So that's basically what a pending order is, something that you set in the future to be executed later. All right. So that's merely all it is. So let's talk about what are the different types of pending orders that Forex traders will use. And for me, I like to be very systematic. I like colors so you can understand what goes with what. So for those of you who are new, or maybe you've been in for a while, blue is always going to go for our buy candles, which goes up. So buys are going up. And then sell, it will be red, which goes down. So I like to color coordinate things as a reference so that you can always start programming your mind to knowing up and down in the market, okay? So of course we have the buy stop, sell stop, buy limit, and sell limit are the four main pending orders that you will use. And then of course we have depending on what type of software or platform that you have. If you have an Android or regular Windows computer, it may be a market execution. Obviously, if you have an Apple platform, it may be an instant execution. So all those mean is that you are immediately executing or jumping into the trade when you hit buy or sell, okay? So that is another type of order, but these are pending. That is an active order, okay? All right, so let's talk about the buy stop, okay? So what happens, just so you understand, is let's say you're looking at your chart and you're looking for blue candles and it's going up in a buy. To set a buy stop, you will go ahead and enter a certain price point, okay? And what you're telling your broker, Hugo's Way, Trader's Way, FX, whoever it is that at this particular price is when I want to enter the trade, okay? Now, this could be sometime in the future. So now I know a lot of you are working. You guys have full-time jobs, all that other stuff. Some of you are just busy doing whatever that you're doing, got kids, this or that. So this is optimal for you because let's say you have an appointment at 9:30 a.m. and it's 8:30 before you leave the house. It takes you about 15 minutes to get there. So you're getting the kids ready, you're about to leave the house, but you see a great trade setup. Okay. And so what you can do is you can go ahead and set a pending order and then leave the house. Okay. You don't have to look at your chart. You will put it in and basically, let's say it's going up in a buy. You'll set your price to enter at this price, 180.300, and then it will travel up to this take profit. This is your destination. This just like if you plug in a GPS destination. Okay. You have a starting point and then you'll put your end address. This is where when the candles in your trade reach this particular point, it's going to close, okay, automatically. And whatever the profit is, it's going to deposit that deposit right into your broker account. And here's the wonderful thing about Forex, ladies and gentlemen, that you can withdraw your money every single day if you want to, all right? So that's the great thing. You get paid daily being able to trade as an investor, all right? And so that's how the buy stop works. It enters here and it continues in the same direction. That's why on the bottom, I want you to mark it. Same direction. It goes in the same direction to start as a buy and it ends as a buy. Okay, so it starts as a buy, enters, and it continues as a buy until it hits its take profit. All right, next one is our sell stop. Same concept. Okay, same direction. You're coming down with red candles in a sell and then you give it a price. Here we reverse the numbers, 180.500. It enters here, and then it continues on down to your take profit of 180.300. Okay, starts as a sell, ends as a sell. All right, pretty basic right there. All right, let's go on to the next one. Sell limit. Now, this is where I know some people get kind of confused. Okay, so remember that the sell or buy, whatever is here in this place, this is where it ends. So this is where we're looking at a particular trade. It was going up in a buy with blue candles. We put in an entry price here of 180.500, and then it may dance around, go up and down for a little, consolidate, and then we're anticipating for it to come down and hit a take profit here at 180.300. Okay, so it's doing a U-turn. That's why I like to say it does a U-turn in the market. So for those of you who are using tools like the swipe trades, you will always pretty much see a sell limit or a buy limit. Every once in a while, you will see a buy stop and sell stop. But this, in essence, is what they're saying, is that it goes up in one direction, hits it at a level, and then it comes back down as a U-turn and hit this. So it starts opposite. So here on the bottom, it says opposite direction, start as a buy, but ends as a sell. That's what makes it a sell limit. And of course, the inverse is true here. Opposite direction for a buy limit, it starts as a sell, enters a price, and then it goes up as a buy and hits the price at a higher level, okay? 180.500. So it might have been here at 180.400 and you catch it going down, and then it hits an area of support, okay? We're gonna talk about that. Okay, it hits a common area where we pretty much know it may turn around, and then it does. It turns around and goes up in the opposite direction and hits our take profit, okay? So, all right, so now what are the advantages of using pending orders? Why, Shawn? Why should I even think about that? Well, here are the main reasons that I came up with and some of the other traders that I'm constantly talking to. Number one, you can save you time by not staying in front of the charts. That's the number one goal that everyday people want to know coming into the space. Do I have to stand in front of the charts for hours at a time? Even when I'm prospecting with people and they ask me in their questions, well, how much time do you have to put in front of the charts? Because I feel like I got to put hours in. Absolutely not. You can save time, okay? Number two, it helps you to be more conservative with your trade choices, okay? And meaning that now you really have to analyze your support, resistance, and other things so that you're not just haphazardly just jumping in and out of the market, okay? You're able to be more conservative using your pending orders, okay? Number three, it helps you catch more of the move. So I'm gonna display this on the harmonic scanner, but a lot of times, after the D point, which is where we look on the harmonic scanner to go from entry to our take profit 1, 2, or 3, we have to go through a confirmation. We have to kind of go through our rules of how we're going to enter the trade. And a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, by doing that, you're going to give up some pips. Okay, you might have to wait 1, 2, or 3 candles. Well, guess what? That could translate into missing 5, 10, 15, 20 pips out of a 60 pip move. All right. By using pending orders, you can get in right from the beginning and catch more pips. All right. So two people doing the same move, okay, doing the same trade, one does a pending order and another one uses their confirmations and jumps in at a later time. The pending order person will be more profitable, okay, on the same move because they're starting at an earlier starting point. All right. And then number 4, allows you to trade volatile news and make a profit, okay? So we're gonna show you, I'm gonna display to you how to trade the news, okay? So when you're not really certain of where it's going, guess what? You can use pending orders to have a better result, okay? Not only just for news, but consolidation and waiting for what we call a breakout, where the price will either break up for a buy or break down for a sell. How about have like a fishing net where you can kind of encapsulate the price and then you catch it no matter which direction it goes? Never thought about that, have you? Well, we're going to go ahead and display that for you, okay? So now, here's the last thing is what IM tools are optimal for using pending orders, okay? So these are the lists that I have. And for some of you that are on the call, I may ask you to unmute if there's any other products that really use pending orders. I want everybody to kind of know and be aware of what we have, because we have so many great products. So I want to make sure I don't miss anything. But these are the ones that I thought of. Number one is swipe trades. You'll get a notification straight to your cell phone, and it'll give you everything. It'll tell you what to get in. It'll give you your entry. It'll give you your stop loss, your take profit, okay? And then it'll tell you which pending order to put in. So that's swipe trades. Teacup does the same thing. You set up a pending order, it forms a teacup, hit your take profit. Gold Cup works the same way. Of course, the harmonic scanner, which is king, that's where you really can use pending orders to really maximize your profit. And I believe pivots, you can use pending orders as it goes between levels, okay, to maximize that point right there. All right. So I'm going to pause here and I'm going to ask if any other leaders use anything else with pending orders. Does anybody else have any products that they have used where pending orders really seem to be beneficial? Nope, I covered it. I'm good. Hey, okay, Tiffany Hunter, thank you for that. Nah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, well, I guess I got it then, guys. All right, well, cool. Well, look, I'm going to show you now a couple things on how pending order works on the harmonic scanner, and then I'm going to show you how to trade the news, okay? Because for some of you, that's maybe another piece of your forte that you haven't really taken advantage of. And I know, I think me and I think Auntie Jeannie and a few other people, I think we have traded the news before, and at times I use pending orders to really catch a lot of those pips. So let's go ahead and let's get to the scanner. All right, guys, you guys getting some good stuff out of this? Is this okay? Let me get some feedback. Go ahead and unmute. Y'all can talk.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. All right. Cool, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay, so if you're not familiar, of course, this is the harmonic scanner. I know everybody on the call should be familiar. I don't know if we have any guests here, but basically this is a tool that's going to find the trades for us. Multi-million-dollar piece of software, same things that the banks use, that retail traders use. We have it at our fingertips, guys, and this is the flagship tool that Christopher Terry took 26 years to perfect, okay? And so here's a great thing. So let's just say we're looking at this particular trade, okay? This is a CADJPY, okay? The Ghana trader is the broker that we're using, all right? It's on the M15 chart, means it takes 15 minutes to make every one of these candles. All right. Now, what it's telling us, if you don't know, if the take profit 1, 2, and 3 is underneath the green line, this is automatically a sell, which means we're going to be looking for red candles for it to come down. We're also going to look for it to reverse direction, which means what? We can use a pending order on this. You could use a pending order on all of them. All right. And of course, if TP 1, 2, and 3 is above the green entry line, then it's automatically going to be a buy, which means we press the blue for buy, and we're looking for blue candles for it to go up in price. All right. So in this particular, we're looking for a reversal in the market. So can anybody unmute and tell me what kind of pending order would you do on a trade like this? Don't be scared now. It might be some money involved here. You know, I like to give out some cash apps now for good answers.
Fast stop.
A buy.
I'm sorry, what was it? Who said that first?
Fast stop.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other suggestions?
I would do a
Sale stop.
A what now?
Sale stop.
and I said a sale limit.
Sale limit. Yeah.
Sell limit.
Sale limit.
I got a lot of answers here. All right, so are we a buy stop? Are we a sell stop? We a sell limit? We a buy limit? Which one are we? Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
I would do a sell stop.
Let's go in the
Sell
chat.
stop,
Let's see
sell
how many
stop.
people. Write your answer in the chat. Let's see who we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what the tally is. So go to chat, put in what you think it is. I know some of y'all trying to be shy. All right, sell limit, sell stop, SL, buy stop, sell limit. Interesting. All right. Okay. So since I'm not gonna just spit it out, I'm gonna go and identify it, and then we're gonna see how close we are. Okay. Actually, let me do this. right, now does this look familiar from what I was just displaying? What does this look familiar with? Help me out, somebody. What does this look like?
That's a sell limit.
Sell limit. Sell limit.
Okay, the sell limits have it. Okay, starts as a buy. It's going up in a buy with the blue. It's going to hit this entry line, this green line. This is where it's supposed to turn around, and then it's going to come down to hit these take profit 1, 2, and 3. Remember, it does a U-turn. So I want everybody to kind of soak that in. So it starts in one direction, comes in another. So it starts as a buy, ends as a sell. That's a sell limit. If it was a sell stop, it would have came from up here. It would have come down, enter here at the green line, and continue in the same direction. Remember, same direction to the take profit. If it was a buy stop, it would start as a buy, enter here, continue up as a buy. Okay, everybody have that? So this is a sell limit is the correct answer. All right, so what we would do is we would go into our MetaTrader 4, we pull up CAD JPY, and then we would select the pending order sell limit, and we would put in this entry price. So guess what? The harmonic scanner already tells you what the price is, so you don't have to guess where it's going to turn around. And then you put in the proposed stop loss, and you put in take profit 1, 2, or 3. And I always suggest when you're doing it, put in all 3. Put in 3 trades, because you don't know if it's going to hit 1, 2, or 3. Okay? So that's how you're going to use the pending orders. And so guess what? You're about to go to work. You see this right here. You only got about 50 minutes to walk out the door. You don't have time to watch it. So you set a pending order and then you leave. Takes you less than 1 minute to put in all 3 of these numbers, go about your business, and guess what? Boom, boom, boom. Now let's talk about, for instance, Shawn, well, how much could I possibly make on this? Okay. I like to use, you know, $10 per pip. That's a little, you know, that's good. If you have a good, let's say $1,000 account or so, or $500 account, maybe you might, you know, get a little aggressive and do about $10 per pip. Guess what? Just to take profit 1 is 21 pips. So 21 times $10 per pip, that's $210. So imagine that you're about to go to work. You can't watch the chart, but you stick in a trade, okay? And then you go about your business, and then you check at lunchtime, and you find you had $210 direct deposit, or not direct, but deposited in your broker account. Okay, that's the power of what you have, ladies and gentlemen. While you're traveling, you made money. While you're at work, you made money, not only on the job, but here also. Now, you could put that in 2 times. Now, let's just imagine you put that in twice, because you said, you know what, it's going to take profit 1. I'm pretty certain. So that's $420. Okay, put it in 3 times, $330. With a $630. Okay. If it went to take profit, yes.
Can you actually, can you put it in MetaTrader 4 so we can see how to put it in?
Absolutely. I'm going to move to that next. Okay, cool.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you for asking. All right, so if I wanted to take profit 2, guess what? That would be $360 if I was doing 10 per pip. And if I were to go to take profit 3, that's $580. So imagine if you just put in 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's just talk about it. Let's see. I just want to add it up. I like numbers. They excite me. You know, it keeps me motivated, because I know some of y'all got to be motivated. So let's see. If I were to go from entry, take profit 1, I was doing $10 pip. So that's, let's say that's $210, well, $215. So $215 on the first one. All right, I went down to the second one. That'd be $349, $349. Okay, and then if I did take profit 3, okay, this is all while you at work now, $582, $582. So guess what? You could have a $1,146 day, and you could just put in this one trade right here, just off this one signal right here. And if it hits all 3, you were doing $10 per pip, that could be $1,100 a day.
Shawn.
Yes.
That's next. Would the stop loss be different for all 3?
I would keep it the same for all 3. But,
okay.
But now, I mean, Shantae, who was on earlier, this is what you want to do. As it moves, okay, as your trade moves and it hits take profit 1, you want to move your stop loss down.
Right, okay.
From stop loss into what we call a stop profit. Okay, you want to secure what you've already with your already profit. So let's say we went down here and we hit take profit one, $210. So what I would want to do is bring this down and at least bring it down, somewhere midpoint here. You can't bring it all the way down because you don't want to kick it right out in case it goes up a little bit. But you want about, lock in about 175 of that, about 180 of it. So if it turns around, you secured part of it. You don't leave with nothing. Okay. So that's what you'll want to do. You can do it. But again, you're at work. You're not paying attention to it. So you're going to have to let it be. Okay. You have to let it be. Of course, there's a thing called a trailing stop loss. We'll talk about that in another class where you can actually automate this to where when it comes down, it'll follow your take profit. It'll keep coming down as it moves in one direction. It'll follow it to secure. It's not advanced, but it's a little extra step that you can do. So you can actually have it where your stop loss kind of follows and you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it. It'll automatically follow as it goes down, down, and down. Okay. So that's a part there. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to tell you is that you have this at your fingertips right in your back office. Okay. As one of your tools. You get to have something. And this thing spits out 200 to 250 trades a day. I already showed you how you could possibly get $1,100 right here off of one. Okay. So let's just talk about, let's just say you did one good trade like this a day. Let's just say that. And okay, I was aggressive. We said $10. So let's take that and say, it's not $10. Let's say $1. So that was 100. Let's just say that was $115 day. Okay. It's $115 day. Not a problem. $115. And we did that 5 days a week. That's $575 a week, all right, times 4. That's $2,300 a month extra, okay, if you could just do that. And that's only $1 per pip. You don't have to have a big account for that, guy. You can start off with about a $200-300 account and slowly do that, okay? So I'm showing you how you put the pieces of this puzzle together. And by using pending orders, you don't have to watch the charts. You could put it in as long as you did your analysis and say, this looks pretty good, and I'm gonna put it in, and then guess what? I'm just gonna go ahead and let it ride out and do its thing, okay? So that's how you use it with the harmonic scanner. The harmonic scanner was made to use with pending orders or instant execution, which means you get in. Now, so many of us, we go through the trainings to learn how to confirm these entries, which is great. But for those of you who can't go through all that confirmation because you're not watching the chart, just putting it as a pending order. Because look, guys, these things are hitting. Now, I tell you, let me go ahead and look, okay? How many of these hit take profit 1, 2, and 3? Let me just go back to some of these older trades. Let's see here, okay? If it look, that one hasn't started yet. Okay, that one hasn't started. Okay, so the new session. Okay, so look, this one hit take profit 1. It's on its way to take profit 2. Okay, this one hit take profit 1. Look at this. This one right here. This is a good one. Let's say we did a pending order here. Look, first TP was 24 pips. See, I like that. I love first TPs to be double digits. I love when it's like 18, 19, 20 pips because I can do most of my trades right here. I can put 2 or 3 trades right here because I'm pretty certain it's going to hit at least take profit 1. Okay. Let's see. Look at this one. Hit take profit. No, I'm sorry. It was, okay, on its way. It's in consolidation right there. Market's funny on a Monday. All right, this one, hit take profit 1, hit take profit 2. Let's look at this one. Let's look how many pips this could have been right here just from take profit 1. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. Look at that. 39 pips or 38 pips. 39. So just $1 a pip, that's an extra $39 just because. Okay, because it's take profit 1. And I love going from entry to take profit 1. So just imagine that you started just putting in pending orders and going to take profit 1 and that's it. That's it. I just challenge you to do that. You don't have to go to take profit 2. Just put in a pending order and go to take profit 1 on most of these. Look at that. Entry, take profit 1, take profit 2. Look at this. Take profit 1, 2, and 3. It hit all 3. I mean, the harmonic scanner ain't missing, guys. Look, from this, let me see. It hit all the way here to the bottom. That's 58 pips. That could have been $58 on that one trade. Look at that. 1, 2, and 3. I mean, it's not missing, guys. Look, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and yeah, did it hit 3 yet? Yeah, eventually. No, it didn't hit 2, but 1 and 2. Okay. So I just want to give you an idea, guys. Look, I know, like Auntie says, you are the harmonic scanner king. It's not necessarily that I'm that guy. It's that, you know what, for some of us only have the platinum package. And there's a reason that our CEO spent 26 years to perfect this tool. And it's easy. This is what I taught my daughter on how to use. All I did was teach her how to plug in these numbers. That's how easy it is. Just plug these in and let the harmonic scanner do what it's supposed to do, which is reverse and go to these. It's just a matter of how you want to enter. Do you want to enter by doing an instant execution, or do you just want to enter using the pending orders? Doesn't matter. It's going to hit where it's supposed to hit. And you're not going to win every trade. Sometimes they do hit the stop loss, but that's okay. If you have proper risk management, then guess what? You're going to win more than you lose, because we still, out of those few ones that I just showed you, ain't none of them hit the stop loss. So at least maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 might hit your stop loss. You're still in profit mode. Okay. You're still in profit mode. So guys, I love this tool because honestly, the rest of the IM Master Academy tools is really built off of the harmonic scanner. And if you can get this tool, you're going to get the web analyzer. You're going to get pivots. You're going to get the DeLorean. You're going to get the Tika. You're going to get all of those. That's just a little bit more advanced than the harmonic scanner. All right. All right. So young lady asked me to go ahead and put in an actual pending order. So let's go ahead and show that. And I'm actually going to go over how you trade the news. How you trade the news. Actually, let's go to that. I don't know if anybody was on my earlier class today, but I put in a demonstration of a pending order on the news. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, cool. So this is from earlier today. Man, had I put this in, I would have been catching this trade. Looks pretty good. So trading the news. So first of all, for those of you who are new, we use a site called Forex Factory. Let's switch to that. Can everybody see my Forex Factory? Yes, no, maybe so. Somebody can.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yes. Okay. So very simple. If it's a red folder, it's very likely that this is going to highly impact the direction that the candles may go. It may push it upward in a buy, may push it in a downward as a sell, according to the type of news and how it affects the the market. Okay. One thing I'm learning now is that let's say NZD is the first 3 letters and it's going to be positive news or good, then it may make the other pair weak, which means it gives me an idea it's going to go up, because when the first 3 letters are strong, that means it's going to go up in a buy. If NZD is the last 3 letters and it's going to be positive, then it will shoot down in the sell. So it kind of gives you an idea of what direction it may go. So I'm going to show you guys how, if you can not be fearful of the news and start learning to get a system to trade the news, ladies and gentlemen, I can show you how you'll make $1,000 in less than 30 seconds. $1,000 in less than 30 seconds. Most of us who's been in for a minute, we've seen this happen. I've honestly, with my own naked eyes, I have seen a gentleman make $250,000 in less than 15 seconds trading the news. It blows your mind, but this is the foundation on how it happens. So tomorrow, Tuesday, at 9 p.m., this is set to Eastern time for me, NZD news is coming out, and all of these folders are going to kind of show, okay, on Tuesday. So most likely, it's going to impact the NZD pairs, whatever pair that you're doing, NZD JPY, NZD USD, odd NZD, it's going to affect all the NZD pairs. So it's going to shift it in one direction or another. And so we're going to show you how to catch it like a fishing net so that you can make, a lot of money doing that. Let me make sure I check the chat. I don't want to miss any of y'all. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so let's go to trading view again. All right, so in this example, here's what you're going to do. So what I did was I was focusing on, let me see what candle. I'll just pick a candle. So let's say this candle right here, okay? I'm gonna put a main arrow there. So let's say I'm focusing on this candle right here, okay? No, don't want that color, I wanted green, okay. So let's say the news is about to come out, all right? And so what we do is about 5 minutes before the news hits, all right, and as you do it more and more, I like to do it about a minute before the market, hits. Okay. What you want to do is you want to set a buy stop and a sell stop about 10 to 12 pips above price, and price is the candle. That's where price is at that moment. Just imagine these two candles aren't there yet. Okay. Just this one right here. And then you want to set a sell stop 10 to 12 pips below. All right. This is about a minute before the news hits at 9 o'clock. And then what I'm waiting to see is if this candle is going to shoot up or shoot down. Okay. So this is like a fisherman's net. It's like we're going to block both sides because we finna catch this thing like a spider's web. Okay. So let's say the news hits and boom, it shoots up. What's going to happen is, of course, the reason why you want 10 to 12 pips in between is because a few seconds before the market is going to jump a little bit. It's going to probably raise up, raise down. So you don't want it to accidentally activate your trade too soon. You want to make sure it's a good momentum going in that particular direction. So you give it about a 10 pip leeway. So let's say it shoots up and boom, it catches the trade and shoots up. What you want to do is you want to cancel the opposite trade. You don't want to keep this going because it could shoot a wick or something and activate that trade. And so then it'll make this go negative. Okay, it'll activate it and then shoot up and it'll go negative, 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 and it could blow your account. So as soon as it catches the one direction, you cancel, you manually stop the other trade, you cancel the sell stop, and then it's going to go up. And a lot of times, guys, these things will go 50, 60, 70. I've been in a trade where it's been 120 pips in one 30-second. I mean, I say 30 seconds, actually less than that. It's probably within 7-8 seconds. So this is the only time I really do watch the chart. But guess what? You only got to watch it for a few seconds. So 9 o'clock hits by 9:02, 9:03, boom, it shoots up. And what's going to happen is going to have some hold time up here. It's going to bounce a little bit. And that's when you manually close it. Now, just imagine this went up 100 pips, okay? And you're doing $10 per pip, $10 per pip. Okay, you missed the first 10. That's okay because you got that leeway, but you catch 90 times 10. Okay, $900 move just like that. If you did $100, that would have been a $9,000 move just like that. If your account can handle it, you can do that. And guys, we know definitely there's teams that's all they do. They don't sit on and watch the chart. All they do is trade the news. It's a Telegram group, trade the news. And so, or I forgot what it's called now, but catch the bag or trade the bag or something like that. But that's it. That's all they do. They concentrate on looking at the red folders. They know what pairs are going to jump up, and they religiously do that day in and day out. And guys, they are quadrupling their account in a matter of minutes, seconds, or whatever. So that is a whole thing that I, definitely encourage you to add to your repertoire. Okay, add to your repertoire. All right. So let's go ahead and put in a pending order, and then we'll kind of close this thing out and we'll take some questions. All right. Where's my MetaTrader 4? Let's get it. Let's get it. Anybody got any questions so far at this point? Please feel free to ask. Anybody have any questions about pending orders, about the news, about?
Shawn, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I have a question about the news. Is the news an all-day event? Or is it just certain times of the day?
It's just certain times, and it has the times next to it, so you know exactly when that news is coming out. And usually about a minute, 2 minutes, usually you give about 5 minutes after the news, 5 to 10 minutes after the news is when you'll see activity happening, and you'll see it spike. Now, not all the time will it be like 100 pips. Sometimes, some news doesn't have as great of an impact. It might have about 10, 15 pips. But what you want to do is the more you do it, the more you'll be familiar with which news really impacts a certain pair. And guess what? That's the key. If you can find that this particular news, when it comes out for USD, it always shoots about 50, 60 pips. Every time you see that folder, you're guaranteed to get 50, 60 pips every time you do it. So imagine that every time you do it, you're knocking $5,000 out every time you see that folder because you now follow that pattern, Okay. Trading is about patterns, guys. It's really not about how fancy your strategy is and how many Fibonacci rules and all. It's really just like studying a baby. You know, let's say you babysit your nephew, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, whoever, and you know, they're not your child, but you watch them for a few days. After a while, you know when they cry, you know what it means, you know when they want to eat, when they're hungry, when they see you, it's a pattern. And when you start studying that pattern, you can start anticipating a lot of things in advance because you're understanding the behavior of the market. All right. And that's what you want to do. This is why I always stress you practicing first. Put 100 to 200, well, actually 200 to 250 trades in. Triple your demo account before you decide to just jump out there. That's why a lot of you are running into issues because you're not practicing. You're not really getting the mental side of it. You know how to put the trade in. I mean, it takes a 7-year-old to put in a trade, but are you getting the mental part of it, the mental strength to understand what's happening in the market? If you can get that part, then you'll be a very stable and profitable trader. All right. So let's go ahead and get this. Okay, got my MetaTrader 4, got my MetaTrader 4. Man, great question. Great question. All right, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. All right, so let's see. We are in the Asian market, USD JPY. That's usually a good go-to right there. I'm going to put in, I think I put in a pending order earlier. Now, I already canceled out. That's good. I think that one didn't hit profit, but that's all right. That's all right. Let's close these. All right, real simple. Let's say I was looking at this, and I did this earlier. I wanna kind of mark up my chart just a little bit, guys. I don't do much marking up. The only thing I need is support, resistance, and I'm good. So, like I said, if you don't know the easiest way to mark up your chart, switch it to a line chart. Okay. Because it's easy to see the highs and lows. Don't have all that distraction of wicks. All right. And I'll say we're on the 15-minute, not a problem there. All right. So all I want to do is I want to put a line up here. I'm looking for at least a couple areas right here. Remember, guys, this is a zone area. Okay, Leah, thank you. Where can I watch the recording of this training? Well, I'll actually have this in our YouTube channel. We have the Team Wealth Builders YouTube channel. So you can catch that. We have probably over 100 videos at this time. All right, so let's do that. All right, cool. Okay, just a zone area, guys. It's not exact. It doesn't have to be exact. It just needs to be a general approximation of where price is kind of touching in a couple points. And I know a lot of you said, oh, I have trouble marking up my chart. This is how you do it. You just do it to a line. And what you're looking for is just a couple points. 1, 2. Right here can be considered. It's close enough because you want to be kind of in a zone area, okay? It's a zone. It's not exact spot. It's just an approximate zone. This is where price could turn around. So, and this is the thing. This is where you guys are talking about, oh, I don't know where to enter. I don't want to enter. You want to enter at these zone areas. That's where you want to get in. And this is exactly where you would put pending orders, okay? So look, price was going up. If I would look how it's headed down. What I would do is I put a pending order right up here, okay? My stop loss would go above this zone area because it could go a little higher. You got to give it room because remember, it's not exact. See how this one's a little higher, this one's a little lower. You got to give it room to dance around. Can't just be so tight, all right? So you put a stop loss right above, put a pending order, and you could put your take profit anywhere in between this area, okay? You could even put it right before you hit this zone area so you could catch these pips. That's how you trade, guys. You're just trading between levels. But guess what? That's what the harmonic scanner already does for you. If I were to put this on the harmonic scanner, it's the same thing. The D point would be right up here at the top where the entry would be, and then take profit would be somewhere 1, 2, and 3 in between down here to this next area. Or if this was on a big time frame, like an hour, this might be take profit 1, take profit 2 would be down here. Okay, that's all trading is about. See, look at those candles. Look, went up, come down. So let's put in an actual pending order. So it's headed down. I'm seeing it head down. I'm gonna blow this up because you know I wear glasses, y'all. Hard for me to see. All right. So cool. So I want to put a pending order right above this red candle because I want to catch it going down. All right. So I'm going to just put a line just to give me a basis right here. Okay. So let me see. Man, I can't see that price. Where's my little magnifying glass? Man, I need one. All right, cool. So I'm going to say look.
Looks like 106, 100.
Thank you. Ooh, thank y'all. I appreciate that. All right. So I'm on USD JPY. I come in here. I'm going to do a new order. Always verify. Okay, USD JPY. And I'm going to come here. I change it from a market execution where I normally would just jump in, and I change it to what? A pending order. Okay. Now this one, I'm going in the same direction. So going in the same direction, can anybody tell me what this is going to be? What kind of pending order is this going to be? Buy stop, sell stop, sell limit. What is it?
Sell limit. Sell limit.
Sell stop.
Uh-oh, we got conflicting answers.
Sell limit.
Sell limit.
Uh-oh, wait a minute now. Okay.
Stop.
Well, your
Stop.
definition was if it was going up at one point and turns and goes down another direction, it's a sell limit.
That's true. Now,
That was your definition.
okay, but here's the thing. We already have a red candle, and I'm continuing to come down.
Oh,
Okay? So it already turned around. So now, knowing that this is red and we're continuing, I want to jump in at this red line here. What would that be?
Sell stop then.
Fantastico. You
Yeah.
got it. All right. So 106 point, I guess that's 093. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I can't really see. My eyes is buzzed. 093.
It looks like 106.0.
What is it? Somebody said it.
106.093.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm just gonna, let's see. And then I'll make a take profit right here. 106.055. Oh, hold on. Let me take that out. Okay, I did it wrong. Sorry, guys. So my app price, this is the price I'm going to jump in, and this is, I'm going to change this to a sell stop. That's what was correct. 106.093. My take profit, 106.055. And let's see, I'll do a stop loss. I'll do a stop loss here. Man, I can't see that. 106 point. What does it say right up here? Somebody in between. I don't care.
Well, the red line says 106.158. Looks like.
Okay,
Now,
let's do
above
160.
that is 106.186. Looks like, Shawn.
All right, well, I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's place it. All right, cool. Let me erase this so you guys can see it. All right, cool. So here's my pending order. Okay. So it's, oh, I put it close, so it already entered. I did that earlier too. So it already hit the 093, okay? But normally I would put it in and boom, it's gonna catch it like a net right here. I already got my stop loss up here, got my take profit here. And let's just say I didn't. Let's say I just kind of went about my business and it hadn't hit yet, but that's how it works. It'll hit, cross over, and I'm just gonna catch it. And then I go about my business. I don't do anything else. I'm just gonna let it go. It hit an area of resistance up here. Obviously, we know it's turning around. How do I know? I got some high wicks up here. I got a doji candle at the top. It already turned around over here. Remember, this is all about habits. It's all about patterns. It did it here. Guess what? It's most like doing it here. I'm in profit. Boom. I mean, then that's it, guys. That's all it is. It's just I could put it in advance or I could have jumped in. That probably wasn't a perfect example because we were so close to it. But you see how it works. That's it. You're just putting it in advance, and you can put several pending orders in advance and go about your business. Maybe you see a couple pairs and then you jump in and put it in. So that's all a pending order is. And you can do the same thing on your phone, and you could do it on your laptop. All right, no different. But you see, we're about to hit profit. This wasn't a lot. This is only 3.8 pips. But that's for example. All right, hitting the double top right here, boom, it hit up here, went down, came up here, hitting the double top. So we kind of knew it's coming down again to finish this M pattern. Okay, remember patterns, guys, that's what it's all about. That's why I need you in the academy, okay, to study these patterns, to see it over and over. The more whatever you put before your eyes is going to become more comfortable, more confident. You're going to see it over and over. You'll be like, oh, that's no big thing. That's an M pattern. I know it's going to come down. Plus I have some confirmations real quick. I got my wicks on top, got my wicks, means that the price is pushing back down. So yeah, I'm pretty certain it's going to continue going down. Okay, and you can go from there. And see, like this, I can move my stop loss. Let's say it's in profit. I can grab this on my computer and move it. I just move it. See, I just adjust it. That's all I do. Say I want to move this down now. I'll move it. Okay, so I want a 8.2, 8.2, 6.2. I'm sorry, 6.2 take profit. On the lot size I have, that'd be $58.45. So in 6 pips, I make $58. And I could have done that just not even watching it. I just set it and forget it. See, set it and forget it, guys. That's all. That's what it's about. So using pending orders can be such a great advantage for you in your trading. Does anyone have any questions? Don't be shy. This is where we learn. This is where we all come
Is this
together.
a MetaTrader 4 on your computer?
It is. Yes, ma'am. This is my actual MetaTrader 4.
Okay, because I tried it on my my iPad and it doesn't work for me.
Exactly. It does not on an iPad. I tried it too. It does not work like that on an iPad.
Okay, gotcha.
Doesn't have an option for it. It should have an option for a pending order. When you hit your new order, right here where it says type, it should say pending order, or it may just have buy stop, sell stop, or something underneath. I think Apple does a little different. It has the buy stop, sell, so you pick it. So this is where you'll see it. When you hit your trade, you'll get to pick it. Anybody have an iPad? And
yes, that I have, but how you just went into your chart and just moved the lines around.
Oh yeah. You may not know. You can't do that because it's equivalent to your phone. So on your phone, you would have to modify it, put in the new coordinate, the new price for your stop loss, and then move it that way and then confirm it.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how you would need to do it. But on a laptop, yes, it would. You're able to do it. Or on a desktop, you could just grab it and adjust it like that.
Awesome.
Okay. Great. Any other questions? All right, fan.
Hey, Shawn, you have questions about where the recording is going to be at.
I'm sorry?
I was saying you have questions about where the recording is going to be at.
Oh, okay. On our Team Wealth Builder channel, but I'll also send it to, for those on Auntie's team, I'll go ahead and send a copy to her. She knows I always hook her up so she can share it out if she'd like to. But it's on our Team Wealth Builders. We are on YouTube. So you just type in Team Wealth Builders and it'll be under Forex training. And so we'll have it under there as far as pending orders. But remember, guys, look, this is in your academy. I'm not showing you nothing that's not in the academy. Okay, there's nothing special about what I'm doing. Manny Canones goes over it in his I Am Mastery Boot Camp. We have a section on pending orders in there, so make sure you go through your series. I think it's in the end of series 200 and 300, talking about pending orders. I know they don't go extensively in it, but it's really not that hard. It's just putting a order in advance. That's it. That's really it. But there's different ways in which you can use it. Okay. Look, we're about to hit that profit. That's what I like to see. Hit this thing, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I want to finish with a bang. Let's do it. 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 That's how I love to finish the class in profit. Look at that. $43 up. Let's go ahead and make this nice. Come on now. Be good for daddy. Go ahead and make this profit now. I need it. I need it. Thank you. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. Larry, appreciate it. I appreciate it. We right there. We about to close this thing out with a bang. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's push it out. Come on now. Don't tease me. Close it. Close it now. How many pips was this? This was, how many pips? Come on now. It won't tell me because it's right on the line. Okay. It should be closing. Maybe it's 6.2. I think it was 6.2 pips or something. Yep, there we go. Closing in profit. That's how we do over here. Yeah. That's exciting, isn't it? That's it. So great, great. Anybody have any questions?